Welcome to this first edition of the Nerds of the Caribbean podcast. This is a little project that I decided to start because I wanted to have a creative outlet and a way for me to express myself, put my opinions out there. And so I decided I'm going to record myself in my office while making some jewelry. So right now I'm making a Kumi Himo bracelet with a gear that looks kind of like a watch gear. It's a bit, it's actually for a gift exchange that I'm doing with people from work. So hopefully that will be liked. So I don't know if you can hear my cat in the background is going a bit crazy. She's not normally allowed in this room, but she was crying outside the door, so I let her in. You may see her on the bed maybe later. So basically I wanted to take some time to have a chat with myself, with the hope that maybe somebody will hear me, and I don't know, maybe we can have an exchange, exchange ideas, maybe in the comments or whatever. So to tell you a little bit about myself, my name is Jessie. I am a certain age, not very important, but I live in Ireland. I'm not from Ireland, as you most likely can tell from the way I talk. I have this little accent that a lot of people are finding hard to place. So I've been living in Ireland for now a few years. I lived in England before, and also other places. And I'm actually from a small French island in the Caribbean, and that's the accent you're hearing right now. So I've read somewhere online one time that accents are like the fonts of spoken language. So I guess if my accent was a font, it would be very curly and a bit slanted. So anyway, I am married. I have 2 children who are both boys, quite young. So I also have a full-time job, which is, without giving too much away, not very important job in one of the largest companies in the world. And I'm not going to say more than that. So the reason I decided to start this little venture is because I wanted to express some opinions, to say what is on my mind. And the first topic that I would like to discuss is something. Well, I intended to start recording a long time ago. Oh my god, while I'm talking to you, I don't know what I did, and all my threads are mixed up, so I'm gonna have to restart this. Anyway, I wanted to discuss the whole situation with the rapper T.I. and his daughter that he's... So if you didn't know, the story goes that he went on a podcast and explained that every year he takes his daughter to a gynecologist to check her hymen and confirm basically that she is she's still a virgin. And that apparently supposedly started when she was 16, and now she's 18 years old, and as of now is very proud to inform us that her hymen is still intact. I don't know why we care, but we know it now. Yeah. Anyway, and all of this had me thinking about a lot of things, and about the way men, women, and relationships work, basically. So there is this this saying back home where I come from, that when men have a boy, they will say, oh, put your hands away because my rooster is on the loose. As if, you know, if their boys are of age, you know, old enough to be going after girls and stuff, then they would automatically go and do that. And I don't know that this is actually true. I don't know that boys cannot, you know, control themselves. And I don't know that boys... There is the cat. Yeah. That's 180, that's her name. Yeah. Don't ask me why. That's just what I call her, 180. Okay. So it's almost like boys are always expected to want sex and to go for it whenever they have a chance. And there is this, you know, there are stories about boys getting abused by female teachers. And if you see an article about that online and you go in the comments section, very often you will see comments like, oh, especially if, you know, the teacher is young and good looking, saying, oh, where was she when I was at school? Like it's not abuse, you know, that boy clearly enjoyed it, because all boys always want to have sex. So especially if it's with a good looking teacher, you know. So I believe that this mentality is a bit, you know, wrong, because I am sure that there are boys who don't necessarily want that, or who don't necessarily enjoy that. But you know, that's the image that people have, that teenage boys are just horny little things, and that's all they can think about. And there is this other thing that men will say, that when they have a daughter, that they need to get a gun to protect them from the boys. And I'm like, what do you expect the boys to do that you need an actual gun? You know. So it's like boys are expected to always want sex. Girls are expected to always dodge it, because they will lose some of their value if they do it too much. Like, I guess, you know, if you I suppose, like, if you think about it visually, the girl has something going inside her, so in a way like she is, I don't know, she's being used, for lack of a better term, when the boy is not letting anybody inside him when he's with the girl. So he doesn't have as much to lose. And of course, because of the fact that if the sex results in a pregnancy, the girl can definitely be left alone to deal with it, because the boy can just run away. So you know, psychologically, I kind of understand why boys and girls are viewed or differently, or different things are expected of them. But we are now in 2019, sorry, almost 2020 already. We have ways, okay? We have ways to deal with those situations. So I'm definitely not saying that girls should go around and do whatever they want at a very young age. But to kind of assign a value to a girl based upon the fact that she is still a virgin is disgusting. Sorry. Because she could not be a virgin and be very happy. It doesn't have to be a traumatic experience, and the boys are not all just gonna use her and go away. So so I find this line of thought very, very, very damaging and very disgusting, because basically we are saying to girls that they are only as valuable as the amount of men they've had in their lives, and the lower amount the better, which we all know that's not how it works. That's yeah. But anyway, so I also wanted to discuss the from the point of view of the parents. So I am, as I said, I don't have daughters, so I don't know if I will ever have this kind of conversation with my kids, but we are talking about a father who feels that it is his responsibility to protect or to make sure that no boys are going to come inside, no pun intended, their daughters. Like it, why is it a father's responsibility to make sure of that? Why is it his job to do that? Was he or is he such an awful person that he cannot imagine that there would be a good man or a good boy out there for his girl? Is that so unbelievable that his daughter could go out and make the decision to be in a relationship with the boy and be happy? And like I was discussing this with my husband when I first heard about it, and he asked me a question which I found was very interesting. He said, so what would he do if she wasn't a virgin anymore? Would he cut her off? Would he? I don't know. What do you do when it's so important to you that you need to make sure? What do you do once you find out that, yeah, she's had sex? Like, what happens then? That makes no sense. And then what if she didn't, she didn't do it? Yeah, she didn't do it. She didn't have sex. Is that your job done as a parent? Is that like, do you pat yourself on the back and see you next year? Let's do that again. Is that what it means to raise a daughter? Don't you think it's best to teach her right and hope that she makes the good decisions for herself as a responsible woman? And who are those boys that fathers need to protect their daughters against? Is it that they remember, who are they protecting their daughters against? Is other men like themselves? It's So yeah, I was thinking about all of that and about the fact that it's really something that doesn't make sense to me. And I saw that T.I. went on to another show, the Red Table Talks, and basically doubled down on his decision to do that. And it's so clear that in his mind he's doing the right thing. He he doesn't understand why it is actually none of his business. And he said, oh yeah, the mother was present as well during the visit to the doctor. I'm like, what bloody difference does it make? Yeah, the mom agreed to it. Yeah, the mom is as bad as he is. So you want to take your daughter to the doctor and check that she's healthy, she's okay, that nothing is wrong with her, and that she's safe in the world. You don't the mere fact that her hymen is still in place, first of all, doesn't mean anything. I'm not going to go into details, but there are other things that two people can do, and also, it bothers me. It bothers me that this is something that is happening in 2019. That people feel empowered to make those kind of decisions and actually think that it's okay. So yeah, so basically that was what I wanted to discuss. I would love to hear other opinions and to know what other people think. I know I've been rambling a little bit. It's my first time doing this. I'm not very good yet. I started this over so many times. Anyway, and so yeah, I hope to be able to put out one video every week. I would actually 2 videos, because I would like to do one in English and one in French. They wouldn't be about the same topic, so if you can speak both languages, that's great. You get more content from me. But if you don't, then well, just skip the ones that you cannot understand. So yeah, so I would love to take the time to sit down in my office and have a little chat with myself every now and then, and I hope I get someone on the other end listening. I hope that that you find this interesting. I hope that you can actually hear me, because I don't have a microphone. I'm using the phone on its own to record sound and image. So hopefully this looks good. I did open a Twitter. I didn't use Twitter before. I did open a Twitter page, which is called Caribbean Nerds, because Nerds of the Caribbean was too long. So it's at Caribbean Nerds. So if you would like to give me a follow, maybe we can exchange ideas there as well. I'm happy to read any comments that you will have, and hopefully next time I will have more to say, because this didn't last long at all. I did expect this to be maybe half an hour. So, and I hope that I will get better at it, stutter a lot less, that there will be many more of these, and that you will come back next week. So I'll see you then, and